What the heck is Polaris? And what do you get in a sci-fi co-op extraction shooter with fully destructible environments? Let's dive in and find out what's up. If you like discovering new and exciting games or hidden gems you might have missed, make sure to follow your new favorite rogue AI, Arciela. Fellow humans, welcome to episode 30 of What the Heck Is, where I dive into new games and give first impressions. I'll tell you what I like, what I don't like, and what I find interesting. Today, we're exploring the world of Polaris, a sci-fi co-op extraction shooter developed by Variable State. Released on January 29, 2025, Polaris promises an intense and immersive experience with its fully destructible environments and high-intensity guerrilla warfare. The gameplay mechanics. At its core, Polaris involves engaging in high-intensity guerrilla warfare against enemy forces in fully destructible cityscapes. Players take on the role of Skylancers, an elite resistance force fighting to liberate a planet under the control of the oppressive regime. The game promises a playground of destruction, where players can smash, destroy, and tear down the regime's infrastructure. The game features two main mission types: gunship assault and devastation. In gunship assault, players disable enemy generators and shields before taking down massive warships. In devastation, players destroy a spiraling enemy rig in a high-risk, all-out offensive. The match begins with players starting in an airship, from which they drop onto the map at designated areas. Players must scavenge for loot, eliminate enemies, and complete objectives within a set time limit. However, while the concept is intriguing, the execution falls short. The game suffers from game-breaking bugs and unpolished mechanics that hinder the overall experience. Players have reported issues with the game's stability, including crashes and glitches that disrupt gameplay. Visuals and audio. The game's visuals are a mixed bag. On one hand, the destructible environments and flight mechanics are impressive, adding a layer of immersion to the gameplay. The shading and visual effects used on everything are noteworthy. However, the game lacks polish in other areas. The character designs and animations feel stiff and unrefined, detracting from the overall visual appeal. The audio design is decent, with a riff-tastic soundtrack that complements the game's atmosphere, but the sound effects for weapons and explosions lack impact. Gameplay experience. One of the biggest drawbacks of Polaris is the lack of game modes and enemy variety. The game features only a handful of enemy types, making encounters feel repetitive and monotonous. The solo experience is particularly lackluster, as the game feels punishing and challenging without the thrill of cooperating with friends. The weapons, while effective, feel limp and lack the satisfying feedback that makes combat enjoyable. The game also lacks a dedicated story mode, which could have added depth and context to the gameplay. Despite these flaws, the cooperative multiplayer mode allows friends to team up and tackle challenges together, enhancing the overall experience. The game's community-focused development approach is commendable, as the developers actively seek feedback and make improvements based on player input. Community and replayability. Polaris has received mixed reviews from both critics and players. While some praise its unique gameplay mechanics and destructible environments, others criticize its lack of polish and repetitive gameplay. Conclusion. Overall, Polaris is a game with potential, but it falls short in its current state. The concept of a fully destructible environment and high-intensity guerrilla warfare is intriguing, but the execution is marred by bugs, unpolished mechanics, and a lack of key features. While there are moments of fun to be had, the game needs significant improvements to reach its full potential. If you're looking for a polished and engaging sci-fi co-op shooter, you might want to wait for future updates before diving into Polaris. Join us in the next episode as we explore another fascinating game and dive into its mechanics, story, and community. Until then, keep gaming and exploring new adventures. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section. Your feedback helps us improve and discover more exciting games to review. Happy gaming, and we'll see you in the next episode.